Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 좋은 밤. How are you all doing? 다들 잘 지내고 있죠? You are here for one reason and one reason only. 지금 방송 보는 분들은 이유 하나밖에 없어. 저의 말 듣는 이유. 제가 가장 쉽게 편하게 이해할 수 있기 위해 솔라나 분석자, 솔라나 분석해 주니까. The only reason why you're tuning in, I am the best Solana analyst out there. I give it to you straight up. 100% 솔직히 말하고 100% 공정하게 설명해주고. I'm the most fair analysis or analyst, right? Solana analysis analyst out there. And we're going to talk about Serum today because Serum's kind of been in the news recently because of this whole FTX thing. So I want to focus on that. 요즘 계속 뽀글이가 뭐 면접 뭐 나오고 뭐 이런 뭐 TV 프로에서 나오고 뭐 그런 샬락샬락 계속 나오니까 물론 CRM도 같이 이제 그런 얘기가 많아요. 그래서 뽀글이가 뭐 이런 거 뭐 해도 제가 얘가 이제 뭐 했는지 그리고 이 CRM 창립자들이 뭐 했는지 솔라나에 그거 되게 쉽게 설명해 줄게요. So I'll explain just very simply. It's YouTube, right? People on YouTube, they don't really know how to interpret this stuff. They don't know how to understand this in a very simple, easy, way. And I will explain it all to you, right? So 보통 사람들이 유튜버들 보면 크립토 이 산업 잘 몰라요. 그래서 뭐 이런 소식이 나와도 어떻게 해석해야 되는지 그거 잘 몰라요. 그래서 물론 그건 이제 이 채널 목적이에요. 제가 그거 이제 다 설명해 줄게요. So of course, I will break it down for you in a very easy, to understand way. There's always new people in Solana who have no idea what they're getting into. And I've got to teach these people, right, what they're getting into. 자, 항상 솔라나 새 투자자들이 있으니까 솔라나 새 투자자들은 아무것도 몰라요. 크립토에. 그리고 솔라나에. 그래서 그런 이제 모르는 부분 제가 쉽게 설명해 줄게요. So, yo, Jeff, dude. Jeff, I gotta ask you, how have you been taking in this entire charade, right? Jeff Patterson은 저희 완전 2년 전부터 단골인데 옛날부터 성화 투자했고 옛날부터 저랑 같이 거래했고. So Jeff, I know you've been with me from day one. I definitely want to know what you think about this charade. 이 Jeff Patterson 님이 이 뽀글이가 이런 개소리 하면서 하면서 어떻게 생각하는지 궁금하네요. What do you think, Jeff? It's kind of incredible if you think about it, my man. 어떻게 생각하면 뭐 기가 막혀요. Because he's getting away with it, right? He's getting away with it. That's why it's so ridiculous. 뽀글이가 이런 개소리 해도 완전 어이없는데 우리는 다 얘가 거짓말쟁이인 거 아는데 얘가 뒷돈 너무 많이 뿌려 다니고 있어서 그래서 뭐 안 잡힐 수도 있어. 뭐 경찰한테 안 잡힐 수도 있어. There's a chance that SBF actually gets away with this BS, right? Which is hilarious. It's completely hilarious if he gets away with this. 개웃길 거예요. 뽀글이가 감옥 안 가면. But so anyways, right? So this whole thing happened and I had a very interesting conversation with Adam today. So 오늘 Adam이랑 되게 재밌는 대화 하나 있었는데, so let me show you what I said to Adam, right? When he responded to SBF, right? 이제 Adam이 뽀글이한테 어떻게 대답했는지 보면 얘 말씀이 이제 뭐 뽀글이가 물론 사기쳤다고 했는데 저는 물론 얘가 뽀글이가 사기쳤는데 우리는 다 알고 있었고 크립토 사람들이 다 알고 있었고 오히려 지금 크립토 사람들이 뽀글이 수비해 준다고. 그래서 물론 그런 거 보면 물론 이 크립토 사람은 그냥 완전 큰 사기라고 생각해야죠. 만약에 크립토에 투자할 거면. 그게 이제 진짜 솔직히 말하면 그거 이제 사실이라고 말씀했는데 그게 이제 새 기준이라고 제가 이렇게 분명히 말했는데 애덤 반이 진짜 진짜 그 열정했어. 그건 크립토가 아니라고. So, I have a very cynical take, right? When I hear about things like this, right? When I see SBF saying garbage like this, because I already know, right? I mean, I already know, right? Yeah, I'm too aware of what's really going on, right? I know what crypto has evolved into. And I'm telling Adam, right, the truth about crypto, what crypto has turned into, right? It's just what the space has evolved into. That's just how crypto is now, right? It's just it's complete scams, Ponzi's, it's complete bullshit. And that's the truth. That's what crypto has turned into, right? And Adam really didn't like my cynical take. He's much more of an idealist than I am. But I mean, we're all here to make money in Solana, right? So I mean, what do you want me to say? 물론 뭐 저는 되게 의심적이고 이렇게 표현하는데 얘는 아직도 뭐 희망이 있으니까 저는 뭐 슬런에 돈 벌려고 하니까 물론 거기에 이제 아름이랑 저랑 생각이 조금 달라요. Right? Again, right? I'm why do you think I'm doing this shit, right? For 2 years, right? I'm trying to make money with my subscribers in Solana, right? So I accept it for what it really is, right? And that, you know, that's all I can say, right? I just have to be honest about it, right? Anyone who's going to get into the Solana, you should know you are literally dealing with criminals and scammers, right? As you invest in Solana, 이제 Solana에 투자할 거면 완전 그냥 범죄자들이랑 사기꾼들이랑 이제 동업하게 되는 거예요. 그거 꼭 알아야 돼요. 뭐 물론 선호하는 사람들이 이런 말 듣기 싫은데 그건 진짜 사실대로 얘기하는 거예요. Right? I gotta be completely honest to you, right? I'm not gonna tell you, right, all this stuff and tell you like Solana is decentralized and all this other bullshit. We're in Solana to make money, but we're trying to do it honestly. That's the biggest difference between me and all these other Solana influencers, right? I've been totally honest 100%, right? I've been totally objective 100%, right? 이제 어떤 다른 슬라나 인플루언서들이랑 저랑 차이 물론 있어요. 궁금하면 저는 그냥 100% 솔직히 말해요. 이런 거 다 솔직히 인정하고 우리 구독자들한테 다 진짜 직설적으로 얘기해요. 그래서 저는 아무 뭐 걱정이 없어요. 저는 다 사실대로 얘기하니까. So, this is what's going around today, right? 그래서 물론 이런 거 이제 사람들이 많이 보고 있어요, 지금. right? 뽀글이 알람메이드 상황을 정말 몰랐을까? 당연히 개소리죠. One of my Korean subscribers has said, "Did SBF really not know what Alameda was doing?" Of course, it's bullshit. Of course, SBF knew. 물론 개소리죠. 물론 뽀글이가 다 알고 있었죠. Right? And the really interesting thing about this is that Sam has blocked so many people on CT. 근데 되게 웃긴 건 뽀글이가 크립토 투어를 차단해 버린 사람이 너무 많아. 이제 뽀글이 비판하는 사람들 엄청 많은데 저 엄청 이렇게 비판하는데 솔직히 말하는데 저를 안 차단해요. 왜냐면 저는 그냥 솔직히 얘기하니까. So I think Sam, he knows that I know what's going on, and he respects that I have the balls to speak very frankly about this stuff. And he hasn't blocked me. I've literally just laid it all out to you 100% what's really going on, and he hasn't blocked me, despite me, telling everyone exactly what's going on. And it's because I think Sam respects that I'm willing to describe things in a very objective way, right? 저는 제가 말씀한 대로 공정하게 이런 거 다 설명해 주니까 뽀글이도 저를 이제 어느 정도 인정하는 거예요. Right? Because I'm not sugarcoating anything, right? I'm telling you exactly what's going on, right? So we'll start from there and then we'll start out with this very important principle before I get into serum. 이제 이 serum 분석하기 전에 이거 잘 배워야 돼요, 구독자들이. 크립토 창립자들이 자기 친구 아니에요. 전 물론 옛날부터 이런 말씀했는데 이거 진짜 잘 배워야 돼요. Before we get into the serum stuff, I think everyone knows by now, like, I have a very unique community. All right. We're all salon investors, but we've been extremely like uh skeptical from day one, and we've been very, untrusting of the things that have been going on in Solana. So we've had that built-in skepticism from day one. 이제 물론 솔라나 커뮤니티 중에 저희 커뮤니티 소울스가 소울 커뮤니티는 1 일부터 되게 의심하고 비판적이었어요. 그래서 옛날부터 그런 말 했으니까 우리 구독자들은 이 규칙 되게 잘 알아요. So, you have to understand, right? The Serum founders, doesn't really matter if it's Serum founders or if it's AVAX founders or whatever the hell, none of these founders are your friends. None of these founders are your friends. 이제 뭐 AVAX이나 Avalanche나 뭐 Serum이나 뭐 다 그냥 이 크립토의 창립자들이 자기 친구 아니에요. 이 크립토 창립자들은 자기 가방만 신경 써요. 그거 꼭 알아야 돼요. The reason why I say this is just a very simple, idea. These founders are concerned about themselves. They do not care about you, right? You are just exit liquidity to these founders, right? It's a very simple principle you have to learn. That's just how the incentives are aligned in crypto. 이제 crypto 이제 incentives으로 생각하면 물론 투자자들이랑 창립자들 관심이 반대예요. 그게 이제 크립토 산업이에요, right? Just straight up, from square one, from the very basic principles of investing in crypto, these founders are not your friends, right? You don't know any of these founders. I don't know most of these founders on a personal basis. I'm just a YouTuber who goes through these Solana projects and tries to see what's worth investing in. I don't talk to any of these guys. I can't personally vouch for any of our projects, which is why I don't endorse anything, right? Because I'm not hands on. I don't know what the financials are behind. I don't know what goes on with these founders, right? This is why I don't endorse anything in Solana. 제가 직접으로 이 창립자들 만났고 이 창립자들 얘네들 금융 뭐 그런 거 아무것도 모르니까 물론 저는 공식적으로 Solana 프로젝트 추천 안 해줘요. Right? I mean, I've been very responsible with how I've been promoting Solana, right? It's because I know this, right? And everyone should know this. 그래서 제가 Solana 홍보해줄 때 되게 책임 있게 이제 홍보해줘요. 이런 거 가르쳐 주면서. 그래서 물론 저희 채널에 Solana 프로젝트 공식적으로 추천 안 하죠, 거의. Right? So you got to start out with this first principle. It's very important, right? So you should already be skeptical of serum if you know this. 그래서 그냥 serum에 대한 거 아무것도 몰라도 물론 이거 잘 배웠으면 serum 그냥 원래부터 안 믿죠. 의심 많이 하죠. 물론 serum. So this very funny tweet, right, that I put out 1 hour ago. 1시간 전에 이 트윗 했는데 so just think about, right, how you should uh the people who are involved with serum, right? Can you trust these people, right? You have to start from that principle, right? 이제 serum 사람들 믿을 수 있는지 거기부터 이제 생각해야 돼요. It's very important. Again, I say this all the time. In Solana, you have to learn who you can trust, right? That's the first thing you got to learn in Solana if you're going to invest in Solana. Who can you really trust, right? 그래서 이 되게 중요한 포인트 이제 만들어야 되는데 진짜 슬론에 어떤 사람들 믿을 수 있는지 그거 이제 잘 배워야 돼요. 그래서 1 월에 이 기사 나왔는데 Serum 창립자가 뽀글이었고 이 FTX 뽀글이었고 그리고 다른 개발자들이 Alameda Research 그 펀드에 온 사람들이고 FTX 직원들도 있었고 개발자들이 있었고 그래서 이 세 가지 기관들이랑 관련돼 있는 사람들이 이제 Serum 이제 만든 거예요, 한마디로. So obviously, right, you know exactly who was involved with Serum, right? Everyone at FTX, Alameda were all part of Serum, right? They're all considered one organization, right? So, if you're wondering exactly who was involved in the Serum scam, 이 Serum 사기에 정확히 어떤 사람들이랑 관련이 있는지 궁금했어요. 그 세 가지 사람들이 물론 이제 관련이 있어요, right? So anyone who is involved with FTX Alameda, they're all right part of the Serum team, right? It's all the same people, right? So I think a lot of people still don't know that in Solana for whatever reason. 아직도 그 팩트 모르는 사람들이 되게 많아요. Solana. Yeah, for some reason, Solana people don't know that. I don't know why they don't know it, right? It's really weird because it's so such a it's an obvious fact, right? Everyone knows this is Solana, but there's people who still don't know this, right? 그래서 여기 내려가면 이제 Serum 탈중앙화라고 그래서 완전 분리돼 있다고 FTX하고 Serum이 얘가 이제 뽑으려 이렇게 말한 거예요. So Sam claimed, right, a long time ago, right, while he was fundraising, 이때는 이제 Serum이 fundraising 중이었어. 더 어이없게, 더 웃기게. So it's like even more ironic because like this was one of the selling points he was telling to all the funds, right? While he was fundraising from other funds, right? He was claiming that Serum is a completely different, entity from FTX, right? And then of course we all found out it's complete bullshit. 이제 나중에 그거 다 완전 이제 거짓말이었다고 이제 알게 됐죠, 사람들이. Right? So there was no Serum DAO. This was complete bullshit. 이제 결국은 Serum DAO가 아무것도 없었고 그냥 치킹 그냥 바로 이 뽀글이가 이 Serum의 유동성 언제든지 이제 가져갈 수 있었어요. So basically, Serum, you could just like if I had to explain it in a very simple way, Serum was just an entire scam, and there was a backdoor built right by SBF and everyone involved in Serum, so that they could take your money when it comes to any type of liquidity that was on Serum, right? 이제 Serum에 있는 유동성 다 뽀글이가 그냥 가져갈 수 있었어. 언제든지. Right? So SBF had basically access to anything that was connected to Serum, right? And the Serum developers knew it 100%. 물론 이제 Serum 개발자들이 다 알고 있었고 걔네들이 코딩 했으니까 코드 만들었으니까 right? Obviously the Serum guys they all knew it, right? They were the ones who built Serum, right? And they were the ones who built the backdoor, right? So everyone in Serum knew this 100%. Obviously, they got caught red-handed, just straight up criminal, straight up, right? There was nothing decentralized about this, right? 이 탈중화가 이런 탈중화가 뭐 그런 소리가 개소리였어요. 완전 개소리였고 첫일부터 Serum 개발자들이 다 알고 있었어요. 이런 백도어를 만들었던 거. 왜냐면 걔네들이 직접으로 만든 거니까. 코딩은 물론 이제 Serum 개발자들이 했으니까. So all the Serum people, right, were involved. Definitely Armani was involved. Michelle was part of that group as well. Michael was part of that group. Everyone knew, right? I think everyone knows SPF, right? Obviously, he was heading it, but the thing that people don't know, who like were the other close people, right? People that you really wouldn't imagine, right? Had anything to do with this stuff, but they all were involved. 이제 사람들이 이 Serum 상상하면 그냥 뽀글이만 상상하고 뭐 물론 아르마니도 상상하는데 얘네들 다른 이제 관련돼 있는 사람들도 다 같이 볼 거예요 오늘. Right? 왜냐면 사람들이 그거 잘 모르니까. So people don't know like other than just Sam, people don't know like who really was involved in Serum. There are a lot of people involved in Serum. Ton of people involved in Serum, right? So that was the scam, right? That's how the scam worked, right? Serum was basically a giant backdoor, right? To take your money, to steal your money. 그냥 자기 이제 돈 훔쳐가는 거 그냥 그 백도어였어요. 그것뿐이었어, Serum이, right? So that's the easiest way to explain the Serum scam, right? It's very easy to understand, right? When you hear about it this way. 그냥 이렇게 쉽게 설명해 주면 물론 우리 구독자들이 잘 이해해요, right? So the response from all the people who are involved with Serum was very amusing to me. 그래서 이 Serum이랑 관련이 있는 사람들이 여기 관련이 있는 사람들이 반응이 되게 웃겼어. So, people were putting their names behind Serum. 이제 사람들이 자기 이름 이제 Serum에 이제 그 붙였고 이렇게 홍보해 주고 뭐 나는 뭐 이런 거 뭐 만들고 있다고 뭐 이런 샬샬 하면서 이런 거 많았어. 진짜 많았어. So a lot of people, right? They put their names behind Serum. right? People who you don't really think of, right? When you think about Serum, there are a lot of people involved. 이제 이런 사람들이 되게 많았어요. 근데 이 사람들이 너무 창피해서 다 비공개로 바뀌었어. 프로필 다 비공개로 바뀌었어. So these people knew that Serum is so fucked that they've disavowed Serum completely, right? Even though the records are all here. 이제 기록이 다 남아 있어요. Great thread on Surfers DAO. Obviously, I'm going to talk about Serum Surfers, right? Well, this is a kind of funny case, right, that I've talked about before. 특히 이 Serum Surfers 사건이 너무 웃겨서 Serum이랑 관련이 있는 사건인데 이거 너무 웃겨서 이런 기록이 다 있어 사람들. 말할 때, right? You know, all this stuff is out here. It's never gonna disappear, right? I mean, this channel, I've been running this channel for 2 years. I don't delete any of my videos, right? 저희 채널 2년 동안 운영했는데 이런 저희 동영상 하나도 삭제 안 했어요 지금까지. I haven't deleted any of my videos. This is all stuff that's going to be on the internet permanently, right? I'm going to have a record of all this stuff. It's never going to go anywhere, right? So I don't know why they try to hide this shit. 제가 이런 거 다 커버할 때 저희 동영상 하나도 삭제 안 하는데 얘네들이 왜 이렇게 비공개로 바뀌는지 저도 잘 모르겠어요. 이해 잘 못해요. 이해 잘 안 가요, right? So, Michelle was involved, right? She was, part of this, right? There's a lot of other people involved, right? Michael, who I tweeted about, was involved. 그래서 마이클도 관련이 있었고. 그래서 얘 사람은 되게 웃겨. 얘는 이제 BD 쪽이었는데, so Mike was involved in the BD side, and I think a lot of people know this guy because of what he fucked up with the Rory Mint. 이제 얘가 유명한 이유는, so I included Mike in the thumbnail because this guy is a really funny character. 얘가 너무 웃긴 사람이니까 얘 여기 사진도 물론 이제 올렸죠. So the thing that people don't know is that when Aurora were minting, 이제 사람들이 잘 모르는 건 Aurora가 민팅했었을 때 이 웃기는 놈이 이제 FTX BD 사람이었으니까 미리 이제 민팅했었어요. 이 Aurora가 민팅하기 전에. So, you know, there's a lot of new Solana people who don't know this. But I will tell you what this really funny guy did. When Aurora was having their mint, it turns out that he was able to get a ton of Aurora NFTs before, right, pre-mint, and he was bragging about it on Twitter, and it was really funny because I do remember this because it was such a big deal. 얘가 이제 미리 민팅했고 자랑했는데 걸렸어요, 그 트위터에. 그래서 이제 물론 그 트윗 다 삭제했어요. 근데 결국에는 제가 이 17일 날에 트윗했었을 때 얘 프로필 아예 삭제했어. Right? At a certain point, Mike, he just completely deleted his Twitter. So I tweeted this out on the 17th. I was curious about what happened to this guy. 그냥 궁금해서 17일 달에 이 FTX 사건 터지고 나서 그냥 궁금해서 얘 프로필 봤는데 아예 삭제해 버렸어. So Mike is hilarious. He deleted his profile for some reason. I have no idea why. He didn't want people to know that he's associated with FTX and Serum. 이제 FTX하고 Serum이랑 관련 있는 거 사람들이 알게 되면 얘 당연히 싫어할 거니까 이거 아예 삭제해 버렸어. So, all these people are disavowing Serum, right? Because the news, right, was so embarrassing, right? 이 소식이 너무 창피해서 사람들이 그냥 Serum 난 몰랐던 척하고 다 그런 얘기했었어요. So there's one really interesting thing that's connected to Serum, right? The Serum Surfers thing that a lot of people don't know about. 이 Serum Surfers NFT project 이랑 관련이 있어요, Serum이랑. So the really interesting thing about Serum Surfers is all of Serum was promoting Serum Surfers. The Serum 사람들이 다 이 Serum Surfers NFT project 해줬어요. So you can see in this article here, right? It's talking about Burn Finance and Serum partnership. 이제 Burn Finance이랑 Serum이 동업하는 거 이제 사람들이 다 알게 됐고, 미셸이 여기까지도 이제 Serum Surfers 뭐 그런 거 이제 홍보해 줬어. So Michelle was promoting, right, burnt finance, and one of the projects that was promoted, right, co-promoted with burnt finance was Serum Surfers. 이제 이 burnt finance이랑 같이 홍보해준 프로젝트 하나가 Serum Surfers였어. 여기 보면. So you can see how she was promoting Serum Surfers, right? But Serum Surfers is very interesting because obviously they're the same guys right behind Burn Finance. 이제 이거 이제 알게 되면 조금 신기해요. Serum Surfers 사람들이 이 Burn Finance이랑 마찬가지예요, right? But everyone knows who the Burn Finance guys are. Those were the same guys who were in cahoots with Alameda to promote their project, which stole shit from our other developers. 예, 우리 슬라의 다른 개발자들이 이 코드, NFT 코드, 뭐 툴링 코드 만들었는데 그거 훔쳐가고 이 burn finance 사람들이 자기 걸로 이제 말하고 알메이드랑 동업하고 얘네들 홍보해 줬어. So I cover this on my channel, right? It's something I spent a lot of time talking about, right? 이 사건 옛날부터 이거 커버했었어. 그래서 우리 구독자들은 이거 잘 알아. So everyone knows, right? Burnt Finance, they're all the same dudes as the Serum Surfer guys, right? They're all kind of the same people, right? This is all kind of the same inner circle of Serum. 이제 Serum 내부자들이 다 이제 다 똑같은 놈들이야. 뭐 Serum Surfers이나 뭐 Burnt Finance이나 뭐 Serum 사람들, Serum 자체 다 똑같은 사람들이야. So you know it's all the same dudes. It's literally all the same dudes, right? So when you know, right, they're doing all this dishonest shit and you knew this from a very long time ago, this is one of the things I use, right, to gauge, right, how trustworthy these Solana developers are. You cannot trust these developers. 저는 이런 거 이제 옛날부터 그냥 조용히 보고 이런 거 이제 보고 있었으니까 옛날부터 '아 이 솔라나 창립자들 절대 믿으면 안 되겠네. 얘네들 다 사기꾼들이네. 내부자들만 이제 돈 벌고 일반인 투자자들한테 덤핑하고.' 그래서 저는 옛날부터 이런 거 알고 있었어. 그래서 뭐 물론 우리 구독자들한테도 이런 것 옛날부터 전달해 줬고. So, this is all stuff that I've been discussing for many years in Solana, right? And it's all old news, right? But you this is when I knew, right, from a long time ago, right, that the Serum people really cannot be trusted, right? Because they're doing all this sketchy shit, right? So this is how I gauge very early on, right? You probably should not be trusting the people involved with Serum. 그래서 이때부터 제가 이 Serum 사람들 이거 얘네들 못 믿겠네로 그때 이제 판단한 거. Right, because I saw all the stuff going on, right? So it was cumulative, right? It wasn't just one thing, and then I just started suddenly, doubting Serum. It was many different things over a long period of time. You have to take time to observe this stuff and gauge, right, how trustworthy these people are, and then you make a conclusion, right? Then you conclude, oh, clearly these people cannot be trusted. 이제 긴 시간 동안 장기로 이런 거 잘 보고 '아 얘네들은 진짜 못 믿겠네.' 그런 거 이제 파악되면 물론 잘 피할 수 있어. 잘 피할 수 있어. Right? And this is part of the reasons why I was saying stuff like this from very early on, right? 그런 것 때문에 제가 뭐 진짜 옛날부터 이런 말 했었어요. 이제 VC들이 이런 DAO 이제 가짜 DAO 같은 거 뭐 홍보해 줘도 거의 다 사기라고 제가 분명히 말했어요. So it's based on these types of observations that I, concluded that especially these VC-based DAOs are complete bullshit. And it was all proven true. It was all proven true, right? There's nothing decentralized about DeFi, right? It's all bullshit. 이제 이 탈중앙화 뭐 그런 샤라샤라는 거의 다 사기예요. 그런 말 그냥 무시하면 돼요. 그래서 옛날부터 그런 말 했었어요. So this is the reason why I said DAOs have nothing to do with anything. It's mostly bullshit, right? These DAOs cannot be trusted. And it turned out to be true. 이제 결국 진짜 사실이었어. 이런 Serum DAO가 그냥 다 사기였어. Serum DAO turned out to be complete bullshit. There was no such thing as a Serum DAO. right? It was just one guy, Sam, who was controlling everything, right? 이제 한 사람만 이제 관리했어. 걔가 막 할 수 있었어. 그래서 탈중앙 그런 거 전혀 없어. Right? There's no such thing as decentralization in crypto. It's complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit, right? I've been tweeting that kind of stuff for a long time. 그래서 옛날부터 그런 말 했었어요. 크립토에 뭐 탈중앙 그런 거 실제로는 그런 거 없어요. So, a lot of the funds I've already discussed, right? And they've behaved in a very similar way to the people involved with Serum. 이제 이런 사람들이 비슷하게 행동했어, 큰 펀드들이. So the big funds, they've all disavowed Serum, right? They used to proudly list it on their home pages. They don't list it anymore. These funds don't associate with Serum anymore, right? 이제 이런 펀드들이 Serum에 투자했고 엄청 홍보해줬고 자기 이름 이제 붙였는데 이제는 그냥 다 모르는 척해요. 다 모르는 척해요, right? These funds, right? It's not just Arca Capital. It's like a lot of these funds that invested in Serum. They disavowed Serum. They've disavowed Serum because it was that bad. 그만큼 심각해서 펀드들이 아예 이제 Serum 얘기를 안 꺼내요. 너무 창피해서. 얘네들 사람들이 얘네들이 Serum 이런 거 이제 투자했고 홍보해 줬으면 그리고 자기 이름 이제 붙였으면 당연히 얘네들이 파악을 잘 못하지로 이제 그렇게 하니까 이제 삭제한 거예요. Right? All the funds did this just like all the people involved with Serum did it. They're all the same, right? Doesn't matter, right, who you see, they all do this shit for some reason. It's complete bullshit. 왜 크립토 사람들이 이렇게 행동하는지 저도 잘 모르겠어요. 진짜 잘 모르겠어요. Right? Like I literally don't delete anything on my channel, right? You can see like all the Serum videos I made, they're all still here, right? Because I never did anything fucking dishonest, right? I didn't talk to any of the Serum people. The Serum people didn't pay me to make any Serum videos, right? I wasn't in on any of these deals with Serum, right? Serum이 저한테 뭐 뒷돈 주고 뭐 저한테 제가 CRM 창립자들이랑 뭐 협상하고 제가 뭐 동영상 그런 거 뭐 만들어 준 거요? 당연히 그 CRM 팀이랑 아무 얘기 없었어요. 저랑. CRM 사람들이 야 너 이 CRM 동영상 올려줘." 저한테 그런 말 아예 없었어. 제가 그냥 스스로 만든 거. CRM team never gave me any money, right? CRM team, I was never in direct contact with anyone at Serum, right? But I wasn't fraudulently, promoting Serum and telling people to invest in Serum, right? That's the difference between me and these funds. 이제 Solana 사람들 중에 이런 펀드들이랑 저희 행동을 이제 비교하고 싶으면 저는 이런 동영상 올렸는데 제가 따로 뭐 Serum 팀한테 아무 돈 안 받았어. 걔네들이 저한테 아무것도 안 줬어. 그리고 이 Serum 공식적으로 추천한 적 없어요. 공식적으로 추천한 적 없어, Serum. I've never formally endorsed Serum ever, not even once, right? I made this video for them, but I didn't delete it because I had nothing to do with any of the sketchy shit they did, right? 이 Serum 사람들이랑 아무 관련이 없어, 저랑. 걔네들이 이상한 사기 쳤어도 저는 아무 관련이 없어. 그래서 저는 뭐 나쁜 행동 한 적 없으니까 저는 뭐 굳이 이거 뭐 삭제할 필요 없어, right? I have no reason to delete this stuff, right? Because I never formally endorsed it, right? I said it might be fun to trade it, and that was the extent of it, right? I wasn't an investor in Serum, right? I wasn't telling people they had to that I was formally endorsing this on my channel. I never said any of that shit, right? So I've got really no reason to delete this stuff, right? 이제 제가 뭐 공식적으로 Serum에 투자하라고 뭐 그런 말 뭐 한 번도 안 했으니까 저는 뭐 굳이 삭제할 필요 없어요. But the people who put their name behind it and they invested in Serum and that they made money off it that way, 이제 펀드들이 Serum에 투자하고 일반인 투자자들이 이제 걔네들한테 더빙했고 그렇게 돈 번 펀드는 물론 창피하죠. 아 걔네들이 이제 이름이 이제 묶여 있으니까 Serum이랑, right? These funds, their identities are wrapped up with Serum because they invested in it, right? And they made money, right? Promoting it that way, right? That was totally opposite of me, right? 저의 상황이랑 완전 반대였어요, right? So it's completely different, right? So that's basically right how the serum scam worked, right? It was just a giant backdoor. 그래서 이제 정리해 주면 그냥 큰 backdoor였어요. 그래서 DAO도 아니었고 탈중앙 그런 거 뭐 전혀 아니었고 그냥 펀들이랑 이 serum 내부자들이 이제 일반인 투자자들한테 그냥 덤핑하려고 만든 거예요. 그것뿐이었어요. Because 진짜 쉽게 설명하면, right? So, to sum it up in one sentence, right? It was just one giant backdoor designed to take your money that was coordinated by all of the investors, right? And the insiders, the serum, and the funds behind it. And they were all in this to make money off of you while promoting bullshit like decentralization, all this other bullshit. Turned out to be complete bullshit. 그건 완전 개소리였어, right? So that's how the whole serum thing worked, right? It's not very complicated, right? If you know who was involved and you know what kinds of things they were doing, it makes total sense. 이제 이런 이제 관련 있는 사람들이랑 펀들이랑 뭐 그런 행동 같은 거 이제 보면 물론 진짜 쉽게 이해할 수 있어. You can understand very easily like what serum was about, right? So that's the deal with serum. That's the deal with serum. 이제 serum 그것뿐이었어요, 여러분. Right? So there you go. That's serum, right? Um, if you have questions about serum or other things that they've done in Solana, obviously, I pay very close attention. I have like an encyclopedic knowledge of all this stuff, right? So I would love to discuss any of this stuff with you if you're curious. 물론 이제 전 2년 동안 이제 첫 솔라나 유튜버였으니까 그동안 이런 거 많이 이제 어 기억하고 다 그런 기록이 다 있으니까 그런 얘기하고 싶으면 물론 저랑 같이 얘기할 수 있고 아니면 여기 솔라나 소식 조금 더 보고 끝날게요. So I will hang out here with a little bit, right? More with you guys, right? We'll look at some Solana news. Um, I don't see anything interesting going on in the charts. Solana 차트도 물론 봤는데 뭐 관심이 없어요 지금. 큰 움직임이 없으니까. There's no real big movement in the chart, right? The Solana chart. So I'm not really interested in looking at the chart or doing any kind of TA, right? It's just going sideways. 그냥 옆으로 움직이고 있으니까 뭐 저는 지금 뭐 Solana 차트 분석 굳이 할 필요 없다고 생각해요. Right? I'm gonna hang out here with you guys for a little bit. I'm sure there were people who are curious about what exactly Serum was in Solana. So hopefully you guys learned something new today. 이제 Serum 정확히 Solana에 무슨 역할이었는지 궁금한 사람 있을 거니까 그 사람들이 좋은 거 많이 배웠으면 좋겠어요. 물론. Uh, let's see. I don't see any questions. I'm just gonna hang out here a little bit. Maybe we'll go to 12. 12시 12시까지 하고 끝날게요. I'll hang out here with you guys for about 5 more minutes and then we'll wrap it up, right? Oh, let's see. What's going on? 무슨 소식이 있는지 볼게요. Let me go through my Twitter and see if there's anything newsworthy. 저희 Twitter 잠깐 보고 끝날게요. Yeah, I definitely need to talk about this because this is like a weird crypto thing that I don't really understand. I don't really have a positive view of this kind of stuff, so I'll explain to this or explain like why this keeps on happening. 이 크립토 특징 하나 있는데 저는 별로 안 좋게 생각하는데 이런 거 이제 소식이 항상 나와요. 그래서 이것도 설명해 줄게요. So I will explain why anytime you see this kind of stuff, it's not really good sign. 이런 거 보면 별로 좋은 사인 아니라고 생각하는 이유 설명해 줄게요. 그래서 이 크립토에는 항상 물론 이제 창립자들이 있어. So in crypto, you always have founders, and they start these projects, right? Obviously, Armani was involved with Serum. 그래서 물론 아르마니 같은 경우는 이제 Serum 창립자이고 Serum에서 돈 엄청 많이 벌었어. So obviously, Armani cashed out his Serum. He probably made a lot in Serum, and he used a lot of that money that he made in Serum, right, to start another project called Coral. 이제 아르마니 같은 경우는 Serum에 돈 엄청 많이 벌었고 그 돈을 이제 Coral 새 프로젝트 이제 시작했어. Some kind of wallet, right? I don't know exactly what it is because I'm not really interested in it. 개인적으로 이 프로젝트 뭐 별로 관심 없는데 아르마니가 이제 이 지갑을 이제 시작한 거예요. Um, So a lot of that money he got from the money he made from Serum, but he put right a lot of that money into a different project. 이제 창립자가 자기 프로젝트에 돈 많이 벌었는데 그 프로젝트 계속 이제 재투자하고 R&D 그런 거 안 하고 그 돈을 그냥 다른 프로젝트로 가져가서 그 새 프로젝트 거기에 이제 레이징하고 뭐 다른 펀드들이 뭐 샬샬 뭐 그런 거 이제 같이 투자하면서 그렇게 계속 돌려요. 그래서 자기가 이제 만든 프로젝트 하나만 집중 안 하고 그냥 대충대충 만들고 자기 돈 벌고 다른 프로젝트로 넘어가고 거기에 뭐 똑같이 하고 대충대충 하고 돈 벌고 계속 그런 짓 해요. 그냥 돌아가면서 돌아다니면서 이 프로젝트 저 프로젝트 뭐 그런 거 항상 하니까 저는 그런 거 별로 안 좋아요. 자기 만든 프로젝트 이제 끝까지 책임지고 R&D도 그런 거 다 이제 재투자하고 그런 거 해야 되는데 책임져야 되는데 솔라나 투자자들이 그렇지 않아요. 물론 솔라나 투자자 아니어도 다른 크립토 창립자들이 이런 짓 많이 해요. 예를 들면 이제 맥클리나 형제들이 세이버에서 엄청 돈 많이 벌다가 그 돈을 세이버를 개발 안 하고 그냥 포기하고 다른 이제 그 protagonist 다른 펀드 이제 거기 이제 만들고 거기에 뭐 다른 프로젝트 투자하고 아니면 다른 프로젝트 시작하려고 다 그렇게 하려고 해요. 책임이 없어 이런 사람들이. So the really bad thing about this to me is that it shows that they're not willing to really, stick long term to projects that they are involved in. If it's very mercenary, they make money off whatever project that they've made, and then they take that money, they put it in a different project, and they get a bunch of other VCs to get in on that, and then they raise there, and then they dump on investors, and then they do the same thing, and they just repeat this over and over again. And this is why you have so many rug pulls, right, and vulnerabilities in Solana. The developers are not very good developers. A lot of these developers are not very good developers, right? They're either in on the scam or they're very negligent. 이제 이 사건 상황은 두 가지밖에 없어. 이런 이제 인센티브 구조 때문에 솔라나 개발자들은 창립자들은 두 가지 종류밖에 없어. 첫 번째는 물론 그냥 아예 사기꾼, 아예 사기꾼. 아니면 두 번째는 그냥 전혀 자기 프로젝트 신경 안 쓰고 자기 돈만 조금 벌고 그냥 포기해요. 그래서 나중에 뭐 해킹 당하든가 아니면 뭐 그냥 포기하든가 이제 더 이상 그 프로젝트 개발 안 되고 그냥 죽고. 그게 이제 솔라나 개발자들 특징이에요. 저는 그런 거 되게 싫어요. 그래서 저희 구독자들한테 거의 공식적으로 추천 안 해요. Solana project. That's another big reason, right? Because I see this a lot in Solana. So this is another big reason why I don't really endorse Solana projects, right? Because it's just too common in Solana. Solana 되게 흔해요. 이런 상황. 그래서 그것도 잘 알아야 돼요. Right? You have to know this stuff if you're investing in Solana, right? Unless I can personally vouch, right, for these projects, I'll be very hesitant to promote and formally endorse these projects, right? Because I can't personally vouch for these projects, right? Because I don't know what these guys are really up to, right? 그래서 얘네들이 진심 잘 모르니까 거의 공식적으로 추천 못해요. 이 Solana project there, right? I only go with the best information I have from the same sources that you guys have. 이제 우리 구독자들 이런 거 보면서 정보 얻으면서 저도 똑같이 그거 이제 그 정보 분석하는 거예요. Right? I don't get any special treatment from anyone in Solana. 이제 Solana 사람들이 저한테 뭐 따로 뭐 미리 정보 알려주던가 아니면 뭐 저한테 따로 뭐 혜택 같은 거 없어요. Right? I do all my analysis based on whatever's information that's publicly available, right? All right. 뭐 따로 뭐 큰 Solana 소식은 없으니까 여기까지만 할게요, 오늘은. So I don't see anything big, right, in terms of Solana news on the timeline. So I will wrap it up here. It's late. Thank you for the people who came out. I'm sure there's some people who are curious about what exactly Serum was and why it was in Solana, and now you know what it is, right? 그래서 오늘 Serum에 대한 좋은 정보 얻은 사람들 많았으면 좋겠어. All right, that's it for me, Jeff. Everyone else who came out, 이따님, right? 다 오늘 나오신 분들 너무 감사해요. Right? Good night, everyone. 좋은 밤 보내세요.